Hi everybody, it's Kia again from Current Bookkeeping Specialist. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are continuing on with our series on taxes, the basics, and today we're looking at corporation tax. Hopefully this one's not going to be very long. It's pretty simple, corporation tax. Let's just jump straight in. So corporation tax is the tax that's paid by limited companies on all of their taxable profits. Okay, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. But there's no tax-free allowance for corporation tax like you do have with a sole trader and when they pay income tax, for example. The rate for corporation tax is 19%, but this can change over time. And corporation tax is paid annually, usually 9 months and 1 day after your year end, if your profits are less than 1.5 million. Now let's just go back to this it can change over time thing, because a couple of years ago, in 2018, the government was saying, we're going to reduce corporation tax from 19%, it's going to go down to 17%. And we were like, yes, brilliant. We were looking forward to it, 2020, 2021, bring it on. Obviously, seems like due to the pandemic and everything else that's gone on, they've decided to not reduce corporation tax. So it's a little bit sad, but that's just an example of how quickly things can change with corporation tax rates. And sometimes it can be a major benefit for new limited companies as opposed to being a sole trader. And there's other types of scenarios that we're going to talk about with regards to that when you're choosing between the two different options of company structure, and there's going to be a lot of overlap between this video and the income tax video, so just bear that in mind. Okay, so what are the rates? Well, there are different pay periods and rates applicable to different industries. So for example, with the oil industry, if you're working in the oil industry, their rates are ridiculous. They've got the standard 19, they've got 30%, and then they've got another really stupid one, which is 11 over 400, makes no sense. And companies with really high turnover, sometimes they don't have to pay annually, they might have to pay quarterly or more regularly their corporation tax bill. So you have to know what your circumstances are and what the rates are and the pay periods are that are applicable to your company. For the most of you, it is 19% paid annually, pretty simple. Corporation tax is charged on your profits. This means that your income minus your tax deductible expenses, and that is your key there, which means some very good accounting can keep your business trading with low profits, super low taxes, and still allow shareholders to take home a decent sum of money. If you guys remember from a while ago, there was a big scandal about some of the big names that we see on our high streets. Starbucks was one of them, and everyone was kind of like, they're being like looked into because their corporation tax they were paying was super low. And as we all know, Starbucks, like big bucks, right? So probably a couple billion each year from the UK alone, and they were paying relatively low corporation tax. So asking some questions, why is this possible? How did this happen? So when you look at those nice politicians with their big houses and other large corporations, and everyone's wondering, why are these people able to stay so rich? Chances are they're running multiple limited companies and making mutual benefits between them, and that's just kind of how you do it, to be honest. And some creative accounting can also get you there. A point to make out is that what Starbucks does for the most part, and what these other big corporations do, is completely legal. Tax avoidance is legal, tax evasion is illegal. So if you've got income, at a certain level, like your revenue is 100,000 or whatever, and then you've got your expenses and say they're 50 grand, right? Your tax deductible expenses 50 grand, then your profit is 50 grand. You have to pay 19% on that. But if you've got your tax deductible expenses are actually 90 grand, and that includes the holiday you took for a business meeting and the lunches you bought for business meetings and all the other taxable benefits, then your tax bill comes down. You're only paying 90% on 10 grand, even though you made 100 grand. So that's how it works. We're going to talk about that in a lot more detail when I go through the calculations with you guys, but just wanted to get that out there as well. Basically, the pros and cons is not really that many. The only real benefit of paying corporation tax is that it's 1% less than income tax. Income tax basic rate is 20%, corporation tax is 19%, but that's only the basic rate of income tax, right? So income tax increases in the different brackets that you're in. So the higher rate is 40% and the additional rate is 45%. Corporation tax is standard, it's 19%, regardless of what you make. Income tax, however, is only charged after the personal allowance, which is £12,500. So you only start to pay income tax once you've reached that threshold. So if you are a sole trader and you're looking at becoming limited, then really the best advice to give you would be to run a forecast just to see what your tax liability might actually be if you did make that change. It might not be ideal for you to do now. It might be better for you to do a little bit later on, so definitely check that out. The disadvantage of corporation tax is that you still have to keep good records. You have to pay and file your returns on time, avoid penalties, fines, exactly the same as everything you have to do as a business owner anyway. I mean, corporation tax isn't too difficult to do by yourself, but personally, I would say just get a bookkeeper or an accountant to do it for you just to make your life easier. That's it for today. Really simple. Next time, we're going to be going through a live example where I'm going to show you exactly how to pay less corporation tax. After that, we'll talk you through how to actually calculate your corporation tax bill if you was going to do it by yourself. And as always, there is a free download available on our website, www.carabookkeepingspecialist.co.uk/resources. You can download it there with one click. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you found it useful. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, share, and comment. Let me know what you think. And hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.